All right. All right, let me drop this link in chat. All right, let's pull our notes up. Well, that's no surprise. It bounced. Right on my line, too. That's crazy. I drew these lines last night. I was drawing 2 more supports underneath. See if it was going to hit any of them, and it bounced off the top one. It's kind of cool. Same thing with Starbucks. Twice. 1, 2. I'm just kind of going through some stocks real quick, just see what happened overnight. Apparently a lot happened overnight. Beyond touched 109.46 in pre-market LOL. Yeah, that's crazy. Someone in my chat was saying this was going to hit 100 yesterday, and it did. To tell me it was going to hit 110, though, I'd be surprised. That's crazy. I always tell people that these are the most important lines on the whole chart on Beyond. It's this gap. That gap right there is very, very important, as you can see why. Gap, kind of a good support. I like how clean that flat line is. That is like so flat. Then it fish hooked up. Got into the gap, pushed back down, resistance against the gap, and now it's about to do it again. Is he going to reject like this? Maybe do a cup and handle? Cup and handle into that range? I mean, it's kind of already in this range, though. It's already up here. Yeah, it's a little above that line. I honestly would not be surprised if you saw Beyond come back down and stay under this level. This is probably the most important line to watch on Beyond today. If you're gonna play Beyond, look at this line. Hold up, that's already going on the notes. I'm glad I went to Beyond because I always tell people in my videos or when we're going over Beyond in one of the streams or something for my chat, I'll always go and mark those 2 exact lines for Beyond every single day. And I would tell them, y'all need to know these lines. These 2 are very, very important. If you ever see them, you can play them. You'll make a lot of money probably. I think it's 125. 129. I kind of made it more wide than I normally do. I'll just say 102 to 129s. And then we'll go back down to that. Alright, yeah. So those are the little extra notes I'm going to have on it. Oh, Yanni, I'll do Starbucks next. Just for you, brother. Let me rewrite that. Alright, but I kind of want to say above 108. Just because that's where it kind of stopped on the 30-minute. Below, I'll probably go passive, even though I did say that was the gap range. Honestly, I'll probably say break 100. If it is to go down a lot more, I think it's gonna have to break that 100 psychological whole number. Damn, Beyond might be like one of the best plays today. Even after that crazy run, it might actually continue or have even a crazier drop today. Could even come down all the way to here if it wanted to, really. It's got the room. It's only got one bull flag in its way, and that's yesterday. Pretty much yesterday in the 30-minute was like just a bull flag. You got that. You got your continuation, and then you got your run up. Yeah, those are the levels I'm doing for Beyond. Starbucks. Yanni calls this out almost daily. I don't know how he does it. Man's a legend. Good morning, everybody. Make sure to like the video. Or stream, I guess. if you made it in today, really appreciative that you guys are here. If you would like to start over and go back to the beginning, you can. There's some pretty good info on Beyond just now. Now we're going over Starbucks because my boy Yanni. He said above 75.50 for a dub. So you think if it holds above 75.50 at market open, it'll hold and go up more? Starbucks is like the perfect example of a stock. It just moves in waves. Stocks don't move up and down, they move in waves. They move in patterns. I'm gonna write that. Let me I don't think I'm actually going to put levels on Starbucks. I feel like I should just leave some notes. Maybe I will. It doesn't care about that 75.50. The other thing wants to keep running, it looks like. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't normally do levels in Starbucks, so I'm just going to leave Yanni on that one. But I will note that above 75.50 does look really good. If it holds above that, it does look like it'll create a higher above this. If it's going to have to go above anything, it's going to need to be this 76.22 and this small little peak right here, 76. Maybe I'll note that. $76.20. I know there's like common stock traders in here too, so Starbucks will be one of those really good ones where you can get a bunch of shares and ride it. Get like 500-600 shares and ride that. Get a good day trade out of it. Yesterday's a perfect example. That would have been a good run up for most of the day. Alright, let's go to Tesla. Actually, I'm going to leave those levels there. I drew these last night, Corey, if you're still in here. I drew these last night when Tesla was like here. I was kind of looking at this for a friend and caught support. Perfect timing, right? Right as right as pre-market was starting. Yeah, I'll throw Zoom on there, Robert. No problem. Man, Tesla's in a nice little range now. Move this over here and then I'll show my notes after. Tesla. Here's right this. Above 718, 25. Aggressive entry. Above. And then I said above 725 for a passive entry. Below. I chose these because if you look over to your left, these are pretty strong ass lines. Last time, I have a feeling it might actually run up to this line, reject, and then have one of these little moves here. But I guess it does depend on how the whole market is going to do, but Tesla doesn't really have to rely on the rest of the market. Alright, so let's do below 710 for aggressive entry. When I do aggressive and passive, you can play off of the all of them pretty much. If he happens to break above here, and you want to play the aggressive entry, you can get in 50% of your capital that you normally would put in for one position. You can do that right here. You can write it up. Sorry, I was looking at the stream, making sure everything was good. You can write it up from here and make this would be your target if you entered here, or you could throw your other 50% of your money on this position and take profits a little quicker than usual because you're already in profit for 50% of your position. So getting another few percentage out of that rest of that 50 is going to really help you capital wise when you're profiting. So you could use that too when you do above. Below, same thing. If this was your aggressive entry and this was your passive entry, this would be your target from your aggressive entry, or you could do the 50% thing I was just saying. Really depends on how you want to do it, but always have another level. Have another target, have another plan. If it's gonna break this, you don't just think I'm gonna sell when I get up good enough. No, you need to be thinking, where could it stop? This is probably the best scenario of where it would stop. $9 more. Will it go there every time? No, but at least you have an idea of where you want to see it try and go. Therefore, if it does do one of these numbers where it goes up and then it comes down and catches support here, you don't need to exit. You're still in a good trade. It caught support on your entry, and it goes back up. Then you could think, all right, if it goes up to this, I am definitely full on selling no matter what happens. Then you could feel good about your trade that you had a target. Set it closer if you need to. It doesn't have to be that close. It could be a little. I mean, $9 isn't a crazy amount for Tesla, but you get what I'm saying. And then below, so this is the aggressive. Below 706.65. You got that right. Below 706.65 would be our passive entry. And I'm going to notate that other line that we drew. Bounced perfectly off support at 695.44. Or wait, I mean, it's probably not that exact. I typed that wrong. But perfectly. Bounce perfectly as support. Alright. Now I'll show y'all. Read some of the stream. I'm going to do Zoom next for sure. Oh, they won the court case. Nice. Good morning, David. Lines you're drawing each morning, are these the only lines you use during the day? I mean, these are just what I start off with my day. It's good to get, warmed up and get a good visual of what's ahead of you. But even if these aren't the lines I use, because sometimes I'll go back and I'll clear it. I'm just trying to give y'all a good plan. But, like let's say the market opens right now, right? And I see it break above this, but I see it stop like, let's see. I see it run up, and then I see it stop here. And then I see it go down. Well, I normally would make another line. So I'd be like, alright, let's see if that matches up with anything on the left. Is that a crazy resilient, or is that just from today? And I go look over here, and I'm like, oh, look, it kind of lines up. So then you keep that there. You're like, alright, well, now I know 721.84 is a pretty damn good line. It's kind of like preparing yourself ahead of what's going to happen, and then once you get into it, you still create more lines. You don't have to have this many lines. I'm just doing this to, just help with as many scenarios as possible. Which is why the only reason I even have this line down here. Just going over Tesla with my friend last night. I ended up drawing this line just by looking from price history. I'm not guessing. I'm not even estimating. I'm just preparing. Just drawing really good lines. I do use the 4 hour. You just don't see me do it in here because I'm just trying to run through some intraday stuff. But I do go to the 4 hour a lot. That's probably actually where this line's from. Actually, it might be from the hour. The 4 hour and 1 hour with the 90 day on it, so I could have more information on the left. Those are probably my two favorite time frames actually. 4 hour and 1 hour give you so much info. Plus, every weekend when we do that stream, or I guess we're going to start doing the stream for premium members, but I'll always run through the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, we'll get through almost every time frame, going through our swings just to, reset ourselves on where the stocks are in our minds. Because if you're thinking, okay, Tesla's going to run up from here, and then it does run up, well, bam, you did good on your weekend analysis, but then you got to reset, what is it going to do after that? And then you go look at all that. Just to keep re-updating yourself, keep updating. Let's go check out Zoom. To be honest, that's probably where all these lines are from. Or they're from the 30. No, they're not. Okay, so for Zoom, let me back that up. Yeah, that's okay. 1 hour. Damn, that's so clean. Yeah, the bigger the time frame, I always tell everyone, the bigger the time frame, the stronger, whatever you're looking at. If you're seeing a golden cross, a death cross, any kind of indicator confirmation, any kind of support grab or resistance hit, they're even stronger. It is harder to catch highs on this stuff because one, you have crazy fundamental news running this up. You have a lot of crazy stuff in the market just in general happening. But yeah, this thing is running like a beast. I mean, look at these trend lines it's got going. What is that? It just gets sharper and sharper. Oh, any stock like this, you won't see me trading. I don't trade it if I don't like it. I don't care that it ran all that and I missed out. I totally don't care. There's hundreds of other stocks you could profit from. A lot of people are like, damn, I missed out on this run. Yeah. You also didn't have to do any guessing to play it. I mean, yeah, you could have played any of these break levels, but now what? Well, now you just keep resetting lines, like I said. I mean, breaks above that, I'm pretty confident it'll keep running. Breaks below this, I'm confident it'll go back down. This would be my target. And I'd probably start setting psychological numbers for targets on this one if it went up. I'll probably just type that, honestly. But you gotta think there's other people that have been trying to call that drop for a while now. You know, they could have seen it go up here and then drop. Good morning, everyone. Make sure to drop a like on the stream if you can. Really appreciate everyone being here. We had some really good analysis on Beyond, Starbucks, Tesla, and now we're on Zoom. Kind of already done with the analysis on Zoom. I'm just going to type it up for the chats. Above, let's just say 176. Oh wait, it's kind of already there. Let's just say above the high. I mean, honestly. I'm just going to put above 177.20. Current high. Below 172.40. I'm going to put break of trend slash break of flag on, what was that, the 30-minute we were just on? Yeah. Break of 30-minute. And then I'm going to put target put 168 to 170. So let y'all see what we got so far. That's crazy. ET's up so much. MCD is looking good for a run up on the 5-day 15-minute. Take a look. Bet. Friend Corey just texted me. Let's check this out. 5-day 15-minute. Ooh. It might have caught support where it previously dropped. McDonald's might actually be a pretty good play. I don't ever call it day trades on this a whole lot, but I have I have definitely done it before. Honestly, let's go above this level. We'll just put it on the list. I think above this, because that's a flag there. You have a good resistance here, a good support grab here. Support, resistant. Yeah, I like that level a lot. We're going to do that. I'm going to bring this over here. MCD. Damn, we have a crazy list today. This is probably the most fun I've had making a list all week. Out of the last few weeks, probably. Alright. Above 183. And then we'll do a parenthesis and put very strong resistance on the 15-minute. Below 181.50. I'm going to put pre-market low. Bam. Short and simple. We can go check out SPY. I said plus 150 points for your smooth voice. Alright. SPY. Go Trump, let's do it. BA looks like descending triangle on the 4-hour. Or I'll have BA right after this one. See, I can't do a pre-market high because I know damn well it's going to get broken before market opens. So let's say this. Actually, let me back that up. And then you go, do I like that line more? Yes, I do. Support, support, it finally failed. Now I know that that's a very strong support turn resistance. That will need to be broken if it's, I mean, it kind of needs to break a few levels. So if I do set break above here, I'm probably going to set a target in between that. Yeah, I'm probably going to type, this would be an aggressive entry. If you're going to get in, you're going to need to have to watch for this to break the squeeze that it's in on the 30-minute. That's a pretty big move there. I'm going to go over here and type that, and then I'll show it again. Above 281. $282. Yanni said go Bernie. Below. I kind of just want to say below. Pre-market low is way down here. Yeah, that wouldn't do. I'd probably have to tight. I like that, but it's just a tight range. Because if it breaks that, it's going to definitely test that, in my opinion. Shortly after, it could test this tiny little support, but in my opinion, it would go all the way down here before actually stopping. If it went that low. It might not go low. It might just rip today. Who knows? I do use volume. I just have it off because I've been using this other indicator and it messes with it, so I always turn it off, but you just reminded me. Thank you. Force driven. See, now you know I'm not BSing. I was totally not even using volume. I'm literally just going off of what I see. See, using Fibonacci for so damn long has made me just stare at this stuff so long. Just seeing the tops and bottoms, seeing the strength in different places. Because that's pretty much what Fibonacci is strengths. Strength zones is what I call them, comfort zones. I like that a lot. Fibonacci retracements, at least. Sorry if this is a dumb question, but how do you get the extra space to the right on TOS? Click this. That's not a dumb question. I mean, I've definitely had that problem myself. And then where is it? Here it is. Time axis. You got a time axis expansion area. I have 1,000, but that's just because I'm crazy. You don't have to have 1,000. I think I just like that so I can. Let me lower that actually. Yeah, I don't need 1,000 bars to the right. I don't know why I had that typed. I'm gonna finish typing this on Spy. Below 279 60s. Target would be. Alright, so we got Spy. Let's see. Spy, Beyond, Starbucks, Tesla, Zoom, McDonald's. Probably about to just pump through like 3 more and then I'll post this list. I'll let you look at this for a minute, and I'm going to pump through like 3 or 4 real quick on my own, and then I'm going to post them in chat, and then we can just watch Spy open up real quick, and then we'll end the stream there. Check out Disney, bro. 102.55 has been my major resistance the past few days. Yeah, I would use that gap fill as a break above on Disney. Pretty much 103. I'll even type that too, just for anyone. I'm not even going to do a break below. Just, I mean, you could play puts. Alright, I'm going to break through these last ones real quick. I went to BA first because somebody mentioned it. Where did you say that? 4 hour. I don't know about a descending triangle, but it definitely is squeezing its ass off. I'll give you that. Excuse my language. But that's exactly what it's doing. It's a really good way of putting it. I'm going to move move this over here. I'm just going to pump through some of these real quick, and then I'll show you all at the end. Morning, everyone. If you can do me a favor, drop a like on the stream. Damn, we almost had 50 people in here a second ago. That's crazy. For pre-market levels, do you give more weight to a level that is touched/tested multiple times compared to a solo wick that extends past everything else? I do. But it is good to notate that solo wick that extends past everything else, because let's say this is your support and you see the body of it stop here, but you see the wick go all the way under. That's a really good signal that it's going to reverse. And vice versa at a resistance. It is good to notate both. But I do choose the levels that carry more weight in my opinion. These are all off my opinion. Above. Alright, that's probably my last one. And then I'll post it. If you missed anything in the stream, guys, you could always go back. We went over a lot. I think this is probably one of my better streams. Pretty proud of this one. 281.50. Target 270.95. Target 2. Alright, let me copy and paste these into chats. And I'll drop the notes right here in front of everyone. While I go post these. Send. Bet. Spots 1995. Thank you for that. Alright, lists are posted. It's probably one of my favorite Friday lists in a while. Alright. Damn, Jack's kind of right. I didn't do AMD. I kind of just want to get the list posted, but I'll post a chart. I'll post a whole chart for you right now, Jack. I'll do it in both chats. I'll do levels and a chart, just because I left it out. She's like right here. Somebody's asking me about bodies and wicks. Yes, the wick is very important for the trend right here. If you're gonna do the wick, you're gonna need to do the wick of everything. Don't go from wick to body. If you go from the body, if you go from here, you'd go to the bodies. If you go from here, I mean, it'd still end up about the same spot, but it's a little different. You got a little different vibe there. You get more of a sharper channel from the wick, but if you do from the body, you get more of a better feel for it. I personally do the bodies more, but you'll sometimes occasionally see me do the wicks. I mean, it's nothing crazy, don't wrap your mind around it. It isn't gonna hurt or kill you or nothing, but I definitely do the bodies more. Just like right here, I just go ahead and do that. Maybe I would do that. It just seems, more the angle. Got that sharpness going. Thank you, Warren Booker. Really appreciate it. Alright, so let me do this AMD 30-minute. Okay, that's a damn good level. Support. That's where it kind of fell through really hard. Gap. So that's right. Let's mark that gap. Look where that gap is. It's on the support over here. See how resilient gaps are? Make sure to mark those. I think in one of my videos I explained how to do it on Tesla, because Tesla's just a big gap stock. Let's go to the 5-minute. It's a strong trend. The dotted line, it's just this price tool. Go to your tools and it's called price level. You have to click it twice. I think if you want to edit it, I think it was a flat line at first. I changed it to a dotted line. Alright, let's get this posted. $55.60 looks really solid for a break above. Good break below would be $54.84. No problem. I have a video on that actually, Robert Trotman. I can go over it real quick though. So when I use ADD, let's go over that just real quick. So like when you're trading SPY or anything in the S&P 500, mainly, I like to use that as an example. So let's say you have VIX, okay? You got VIX. You have VIX flying through the roof. VIX is fear. So when VIX is flying through the roof, ADD is most likely going down. Fear, and this is the truth. Because sometimes SPY will have divergence with these. And when it does, you need to be able to capitalize on that divergence. ADD is like a double confirmation for when you're trading anything like AMD, Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, any of these things, Facebook. Alright guys, well the market's about to open. I'll see you guys all in the next stream, in the next video. Make sure to catch my watch list review at the end of the day. Come and see how all these levels popped out and see what all happened. Thank you all for being here. Make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.